Okay, YouTube, all of my friends, welcome back for
Carlos.
another tutorial. This is on part 16. Part 16, and now we are going to try to complete something else. Okay, and when you click on create comment, this button here, and you have the form, everything. If you want to approve as an admin, okay, we have the calendar, everything, and this is the dashboard here. Is the dashboard, and okay, today's comment 0 because we not add anything. We don't have anything, everything approval. We have 4 comments, and okay, when you click on comment here, this is where we can create comment. When you click on this button, create comment, and you can create comment. But this, as you can see, we have a submit button. This is completely finished. We have background color, and we have over on top of it. And then we go back. Now I'm going to finish here, add some CSS, and to remove the underline bar and put the background color and so on. Okay, now I want you also this responsive toggle here. If you try to click on it, mine is not working. Okay, mine is not working. Okay, mine is not working. Let me show you something. Okay, when you click here, we're not supposed to see this aside link. Okay, button link. Okay, but it's not working. We will fix it. I don't know if yours is fine, but mine is not working. Maybe this is an error message. Okay. Also, we have to finish this, and then now the main thing is this is, remember, one second, remember, this is advanced comment. This is part 16. Also, after, when you click on the filters, nothing. I'm going to create the file. Okay, add some code for filters.php, and let's finish this first. Create comment. Let's finish this button first. For this, I want you to go back, open your code editor. I got my open, and I want you to go inside of the admin folder here. Okay, expand it, and I want you to click on admin.css. I want you to open admin.css. This is where we left on main space that form that button colon over and background. This is where we left on part 15. Now this is part 16. Now let's finish it. Remember what I told you. I'm going to finish this first, and then work on this, and then add some code for filters.css. When you click on filters here, and if you check here, we see filters.css. I'm going to add some code for that. Okay, let's finish this. Create a comment. I want you to go inside of the admin.css. Let's add some code. Remember, we have working with main. This is we say main space that form div. Now I need a margin button of 25 pixel, and this is fine. And now what we can do, go file, save all, and you can go here and refresh the page. Also, as you can see, is a create comment. Okay, create comment button. We have this line. You can see this is this line. I'm going to move create comment down a little bit because this is too close underneath of this line. Okay. Now, okay, next I'm going to say main space that form, also space that submit. I'm going to take the submit button. If you go back to commit.php, scroll down. Here we have submit hyphen button. You can copy this and go inside of the admin and paste it here. Okay, also, okay, let me bring this down. Remember, we start from here. This is where I start. Let me show you. That's for part. This is where this is for part 16. I start from here. Okay, start from main space form div and also main of that form, that submit button. I need I want this to display flex because I want to move it. Does it too close? Bring it down. Okay, I'm going to say display flex. Display flex. Okay, now let's go to file saver and go back to our browser and refresh the page. Okay, now let's add more. I'm going to use a margin for the, now let me show you something. And if we go back to comment.php, I'm going to use input first child because we have input type submit. Okay, we have names input here. We have input type submit, name submit, value submit. I'm going. This is a first child. Okay, go inside the admin.css and I'm going to say main. Okay, let me make this bigger. Okay, here. I think this is good. Fine. Main space that form, and I'm going to say that submit button space. I'm going to say input. Remember colon, and I'm going to say first child. Okay, like this. And also I need a margin. This is this time margin right of 15 pixel. Save everything. Go to file saver and go back to our browser. Refresh the page. Now let's go back and add some more code. We say main that form that submit btns button space that at this time I'm going to use go back to comment.php. Now I'm going to take this not submit, I'm going to take a delete button. We have a class delete, also we have name delete. And then I'm going to say delete. This is a delete. Okay, and I'm going to say okay, now I need a background color of, is my color B. I'm going to say B. My color is a pound sign B22. Okay, B22 B2B like this. B22 B2B. Okay, and go next, and I'm going to say main. I need main space that form and space that submit button space that delete colon over pass over, and I need the background color of, is my color pound style and 9D2 6 to 6 9D2626. Okay, and go to file saver and I'm trying to finish with this. And now we need go here, refresh the page. Oh, it's not bringing this down. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to refresh, clear my go to more tools if you're using Google browser, Chrome browser, Google Chrome, and clear browsing data. I'm going to say for last hour. Okay, and I'm not going to use this. Okay, I'm going to use a new one. Okay, and ask me to log in. This is fine. Now and go here. Okay, still do not bring this down. Okay, let me see. I need main.form div, main.form.submit. Okay, this is first child. Delete. Okay, and okay, now the first thing, now this is where I'm going to use it. Save everything. If you go back, let's go back to, I'm looking for a link. I think we use, no, go, I want you to go back inside of the admin folder and open comments.php. Go inside of your admin folder and open comments.php. I'm looking for links. Okay, this is where we say comment. Here is a comments page. Okay, and let me show you. This is a comment page. Here, if you check here, you see comments.php. This is where I go there and look for create. I'm looking for create, but create comment. Okay, is a create comment here, and this is why we have div. Also, this is one block of code. We have a class called links. I'm going to use it. I'm going to copy link, because this is where we have create comment. Let me show you 1 second. This is where we have create comment. Okay, and go back I want to go back to admin.css. Go back to admin.css, and remember we're using with main. I'm going to say main space that and paste links like this. I'm going to say display flex. Also, I want a flex. I want flex flow to be wrapped. Okay, and I need the padding. This is where now I'm going to, remember, we are going to bring this down a little bit, and I say padding. I need the padding top of 20 pixel. Okay, now go to file, save all, and go back to your browser, refresh the page. Okay, now you can see, and it's moving from here to here. That's okay. This is fine. Now next, I'm going to use, go back to inside of the index.php, where we have links. We went there. I'm looking for a link. This is where we have create comment. Let me see. Create comment. No, not here. Oh, I don't find it. No, inside of the comments.php. Yes, this is where we went earlier. Yes, this is right here. We have create. Okay, now we use a class called links inside of the comments.php. Now I have anchor tag. We have a. Now I'm going to say main links and a. Okay, go back to admin.css, and I'm going to say main space that links space a. Okay, now I'm going to say display. I want it to be display inline flex. Okay, and also now I'm going to, let me show you. I'm going to remove the underline. Now it's underlined with this bar. I'm going to remove it, and to do this, I'm going to say text decoration. Text decoration none, and let's stop here for a second. Let's stop here for a second and go to file, save all, go back to our browser. Now we have, and then refresh the page. Now we can see there is no underline and it's clear. Okay, we're not done yet. Okay, next I need a background color. I need the not background color. I need create a background tab. The background is the color, because there is difference between the background color and background. Let me show you this. For I say background is my color. I say for A, okay, for A 79 B4. Okay, let me show you the diff. Okay, now here's the background, and go to File, Save All, go back to our browser and refresh it. Okay, now you can see is the background. Okay, and now let's continue. Now is the color. You separately for button, you can write it this way. You create a background, you add the color, and then also you add the color. Now let me show you. Now I'm going to say color. This is color. Okay, 6F 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and put a semicolon. And now let's go to File, Save All, go back to our browser now and refresh the page. Okay, now this is the color. I create the background and I pass the color. Now it's white. Okay, we're not done yet. Now let's create it. I need the padding. Okay, let's go. Okay, go to the next line. I need the padding of 12 pixel and 15 pixel. Let me remove this. 12 and 15 pixel. Also, I need a margin right. I need the margin right of 10 pixel. I need the font size. I need the font size of 14 pixel. I need the font weight. I need the font weight of 600. Like this. No pixel, don't put anything behind it. And I need the border radius. Now I need the shape that I'm giving the button. Let me show you 1 second before I refresh the page. Now you can see now it's kind of square, but I'm giving it some shape, round on the edge right here. It's a little bit round. This is why I say I need margin, padding. That okay. I need font size. This is a font size, font weight. Now I need the border radius. This for the shape. Let me show you. Border radius I need a border radius of 4 pixels on each side. Now I can go to File and Save All and go back to our browser. Now you can see square. I'm going to refresh it. Okay, now you can see now the shape. This is why I use border radius. Okay, and you click here. Now, okay, let's go back. Now, okay, next I need I'm going to say main space that links, and I'm going to use hover over it, and I need a background. I'm going to say background is my color. Is my color 43 6D A2 43 6D A2 and semicolon. Also next line of code I'm going to say main for the error that for the error I'm going to say I need a padding. Okay, I need a padding of 15 pixel. Also I need a margin of margin should be 0. Now go to File, Save All, and go back here and refresh the page. Okay, and also we can is a dashboard is okay. Also we can edit last on part. I did that on part of 15. On part 15 we did editor button. We created on comment without s comment.php. You can see here we did create comment. We can edit. Okay, now you can see now for the delete. That's why now I can delete red in red and then submit it blue, just to differentiate. Okay, now we can edit any comment in. Okay, we can edit our comment. Also, we can write comment. Now for filter, when you click on filter here, well, there's nothing yet. Now I'm going to add some code inside of the filter. If there is anything, let me show you. Okay. Let me copy this, copy and open a new, paste it here. Okay, we have, okay, here's our code, and let me show you. And if anything, any words here we don't like it, we're going to change it. This is why I create a filters. Filters you can change, you can replace words from the main page. Okay, and this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to create the filter page. Okay, let's go back to our code. Go back to our code. Okay, I think you're done with this part. Take your time. I think you're done with this part. Okay, now I want you to go to your admin folder. Go to your admin folder, right click on admin folder, and I want you to click on new file and call it filters.php. Click enter. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to say PHP here, and inside of the PHP I want you to add include. Remember, we have to include main, single quote, put main.php like this. Okay, main.php, and put semicolon. Go to the next line. Here, what I'm going to do now, this is where I'm going to use my SQL query that will retrieve all the filters from the database ordered by the ID column. Okay, but to do that, I'm going to use a statement. Okay, that okay, let me bring this up. Let me see if I say SQL. Okay, now I'm going to use statement. I'm going to say statement equal PDO prepare. Okay, and also now I want my statement to select. Now I'm going to say select everything from filter. Do we have yes, we did create a filters table inside of our database. I think it's on part 1 or part 2. Okay, and let's say filters order by ID. Also it should be descendant, DSC, like this. Okay, and put a semicolon. Go to the next line, and I'm going to say statement execute. Okay, like this. Put a semicolon and go to the next line. I'm going to say filters equal statement, and I want my to fetch, look for to fetch or video. Okay, and now this block of code is inside of this PHP. Okay, this block of code, let me show you here. Bring this here, this block of code inside of this PHP. Okay, now I want you to go next after the closing PHP. Is the closing PHP? Go after that. Okay, now this is where I'm going to call inside of the filter. I'm going to call the template admin header. Okay, okay, to do this, I'm going to use this shortcut PHP. Okay, and after we can let me skip one line and add a comment here. Call template admin header. Okay, and this is where I call it. Here I'm going to say template admin header here, and parentheses, single quote, and I say filter, capital F, filters. Next, after the closing a single quote, put a comma space on a single quote and put filter at this time, not capital F, filters. The first one is capital F, the second one is not capital. Okay, and now go to the next line and create header H2. This is where we to identify the page. I'm going to say filters like this, and go to the next line. I'm going to create a div class called, okay, div class called length, and here inside of this div I'm going to use an anchor tag called filters that filter, because I need a filter that PHP in order to filters that PHP to work. Now I'm working with filters with S, but I need a file, another file called filter without S. Without this filter that PHP, the filters here, filters that PHP cannot work. Okay. Now this is where I put. I'm going to put a create filter. Okay. To create filter, you need filter.php. Now this is our one block of code right here. Let me separate this. Okay, this is the header and one. Okay, and go next. We need the div. Now this div, I'm going to call it content. This is where I'm going to pass everything on my table for the filter content block. Okay, and inside of this one, I'm going to create another div class called table. But I create this class table. I have to create my own table. Okay, and then inside of this div class table, I'm going to say table like this. Is my table, but inside of my table, I need a table header or table t head, or I need a table row, and inside of my table row, I need table data to pull up from my database and put display all of my data. Okay, and inside of my table, I need t head like this. Okay, and inside of my t head, I need my table row tr. Okay, and inside of my table row, I need, now this is where I'm going to create my first table data. I'm going to say td. Okay, and I put a pound sign. That's the number. Like the same way. Let me show you, and remember to save your. Let me show you here. That's why I put the pound sign, and I need name. Okay, but it's not gonna be the same for filters. Okay, now let's go. I need okay. I'm going to, okay, now let's say, okay, we say pound sign. If our first table data, we say pound sign. Our second td here, I'm going to call it word, because when you use add something or write something, and we want to change that word, okay, that the phrase or something like that, and that's why we create filters to do that. Okay, pound, and the second table data word. Okay, and we need another td. I'm going to call it replacement like this, and go to the next line, create another td, call it actions like this. Okay, now this block of code is a table row. This block of code is done. and I want you to, this is a table head. Okay, this is inside of the table head. You got table head, table row, table data, this block of code. Now what I want you to do, I want you to go after the closing table head, T head, this one, go after that. Okay, click enter, and now I want you to create, remember, go after it. I want you to create table body, T body. Okay, T body next after the table head. Now inside of the T body, and I'm going to say if the filter is empty. This is where I'm going to pass my first PHP like this. I'm going to say if parentheses, if empty, that's for filters. If MC filters, and put a I want you to put a colon here, and now go to the next line. I want you to create a table row for that. After that, now inside this table row, I'm going to say if the filter is empty, I should pass an error message. I should pass a message where I'm going to say there are no filters. And to do this, I need a table row, and I cannot just pass my message inside of the table row. I need the table data to place it inside of it. Now I'm going to say td table data, and inside of the first one, I'm going to pass a code span. Okay, code span equal for the size, and also after that, I'm going to use a style. I want the text to be the text. I'm going to say text align. Okay, like this. Text align center. Okay, and put this here, colon. Put semicolon at the end of after center. Now this is where from the middle here in front of the closing table, the table data, I'm going to pass this way. I'm going to pass my message. I'm going to say there are no filters. Okay, and okay, now, and this block of code is done. I want you to go after the closing table row. Here is the closing table row, and go after that. And I'm going to say, I say if it's empty, I'm going to use another. Now I'm going to say else, and add a PHP, and say else like this. Put a colon, and go after this block, this line of code. Go after that. Go to the next line, and I'm going to use a for each statement. I'm going to say PHP. I'm going to say for each. Oops. Okay. Go to edit, undo. I don't need it like this way. Okay. And PHP for each. Parentheses for each filters. Now, as filter, I'm going to loop for each filters as filter. Okay, and put a colon here. Until put a colon here, and go to the next line. Oops. Go to the next line and create a table row again. Now inside of this table row, this is where I'm going to call for the action. I'm going to call my ID from the database, and this is where I have to create the position to replace the word replacement for the ID, and to edit, and so on. Now let's go. The first time I'm going to say, I'm going to call my ID. I need a table to place my ID, table data, TD data, and after the first one, let me show you here, and I'm going to use the shortcut PHP like this. Okay, and after the equal sign, I want you to put filter, put a bracket, single quote, and put, this is where I place my ID. This is ID. Okay, and go to the next line. This line of code is done. Go to the next line, my next TD, table data, and also do the same thing. I need shortcut PHP here, and after the equal sign, now at this time I'm going to say HTML special chart here, and parentheses. Okay, parentheses, and I'm going to say filter bracket single quote word, and put a comma after the closing bracket, space, and so I'm going to use end quote. Okay, and okay, this line of code is done. Now go to the next line. I need another TD, table data. I need a shortcut PHP. Okay, and go after the equal sign. Now put HTML special same thing, and put a parenthesis. Now put a filter like this. Put a bracket single quote. Now put replacement. Okay, replacement, and put comma here, space, put end quote. Okay, and go to the next line. I need another TD for edit. TD table data. Now this is where I'm going to call the file called filter.php. To do this, I need the anchor tag. I put the anchor tag and put on click on tab here, and I'm going to say filter.php. And after filter.php, after PHP, put I need the question mark. I need ID. Okay, question mark ID equal sign. Now after the equal sign, I need a shortcut PHP, and okay, like this, equal shortcut PHP. Now after the equal sign inside of the shortcut PHP, put filter, the last side filter, and bracket single quote ID. Also here, from the middle here, I want you to put edit like this, and bring this, the closing table data closer. Okay, here is one block of code. Okay, now we got an if statement, we have else, we have for each. We should close those statements. We should close if statement. Also, we should close for each loop. Now, the first after the closing table here, I want to go to the next line, and this is where I'm going to close the first one. This is the closest one. You close the closest one first. This is, which is for each. I'm going to say PHP. Now I'm going to say and for each, like this, and put a semicolon, and go to the next line. Now I'm going to close if, this if statement, say PHP, and put and if like this. Okay, and after that, I think we're done. Bring this up and bring this up. Okay, bring this up. Okay, I think this is for filters.php. What I'm going to do, I want you to go to file, save all, and go back to our browser, refresh the page. Now try to click on filters here. Okay, now as you can see, now we have a field. Now we have create. If you click on this button that says create filters, when you click on it, you will see we have filter without s.php. We do not create it yet. Now this is the pound sign word replacement. Also this is actions. Okay, and next, remember I told you we have to fix this. I have to fix this. When you click here, and when you click here, we're not supposed to see this side, this A side here. Okay, there's an error, but okay, nothing. Okay, this is a filters.php. Let me go back, and now I'm trying to fix this responsive toggle here. When you click here, it's supposed to disappear. This is supposed to hide. Okay, let me fix this. to fix this, I want you to go inside, for me, inside of the main, go inside of the main, or inside of the admin folder, and open main.php, open main.php. Now I'm looking for the where I got here. Okay, here on line 60 for me, template admin folder, inside of the main.php template admin folder, and this is where I got the script here, document query selector, responsive toggle on that on click. Let me find the error message. Let a side equal document that okay, query selector main, document that query selector main, and then okay, this is fine. Let me see. Let a, because we start with let a side, we got a side class list that remove and so on, and okay, let a side equal let, okay, here's the error message, guys, right here on line 68 for me. Let a side, this is let, I got let aid style. I forgot to add the s after a. Okay, here let me zoom this so that you can see, zoom in. Let after a, this is a, let put s. Now we have let a side style. Okay, now I think it should be fixed. Go to file, save all. Okay, remember we add the s, we forgot to add it, and refresh the page. Okay, now let's try to click here. It's not working. It's not working. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to more tools, clear browsing data for last hour. Okay, and go back here, refresh the page. Oh, okay, admin. Okay, and click here. Okay, now it's working. Now as you can see, when you click here, yeah, it should hide it. This is fine, this is cool. Yes, okay, because when you do this, okay, this is not responsive yet. This, we have to fix this after. But when you click here, okay, on the mobile side, you can see when you click here, okay, and click on filters here. This is what we, okay guys, this is where I'm going to stop. We created we fixed, let me show you 1 second. We finished this create button, finish this. Also we fix this bar. Okay, also we create a filters.php. Now we need to create on the next tutorial, we need to create a filter, because when you click on filters, when you click on create filter here, the file says filter.php. We need a filter.php. Also when you click here, 1 second, so we always got to clear this pretty much. Oh, send me back. Okay, we have to always remember that, guys. If you run your program, you cannot run, always clear your data bars. Okay, we created this and we create filters here. Then we put the header and everything here. Now we need the next tutorial, I'll be creating filter.php and make it responsive. Okay, all right, this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. 1 second, thank you all of my friends, thank you around the world, thank you for watching, thank you. This is part 16 and this is where I'm going to stop. Don't forget to subscribe, to share my channel, the studio, and if you got any errors, don't forget to add comment. I'll be glad to assist you. Thank you once again. See you in the next one. Bye bye.